If you've ever tried to reason with a toddler mid-meltdown or calm a preteen spinning in frustration, you know that managing kids' emotions can feel like you're wrestling with a storm. Let's be honest, handling kids can feel like a full body workout for your patience. 1 second you're making a snack and the next someone is crying because their banana broke. It's a wild ride. But here's the real secret. The storm often calms when we do. The absolute key to handling children is regulating your own emotions first. When it comes to handling children, whether you're a parent, caregiver, or educator, the most powerful tool you have isn't a perfect reward system or a magical timeout strategy. It's your ability to regulate your own emotions. Not the kid's tantrum, not the mess, not the back talk, you. Handling children isn't just about knowing the right discipline strategy or finding the perfect words. It's about managing yourself first. As adults, your ability to stay calm, steady, and emotionally present is what truly helps children navigate their own big feelings and behaviors. Children are highly intuitive. They sense tension, frustration, and anger, even when it's unspoken. When we become reactive, raising our voices, getting visibly upset, or acting impulsively, kids don't just see our behavior, they absorb our energy. That is why staying regulated matters so much. If we're spiraling, they are too. But when we stay grounded, we offer kids the one thing they need most in emotionally charged moments: safety. If you spend any amount of time around children, you know they can trigger a wide range of emotions. Sometimes all before breakfast. 1 minute they're laughing, the next they're in tears over the wrong color cup. It's a lot. But something that becomes really clear, especially over time, is that handling kids well has less to do with them and a lot more to do with us. Kids feel what we feel. They're sponges, emotional ones. Kids don't just listen to what we say, they watch how we are. If we're yelling, they yell louder. If we're tense, they tighten up. If we're calm, even fake calm, they actually start to settle. They're not doing it on purpose. They're wired that way. Their nervous systems are still under construction. So when we lose it, it kind of confirms that the situation is out of control. Children are highly intuitive. They sense tension, frustration, and anger, even when it's unspoken. When we become reactive, raising our voices, getting visibly upset, or acting impulsively, kids don't just see our behavior, they absorb our energy. This is why staying regulated matters so much. If we're spiraling, they will too. But if we stay calm during a chaotic moment, you're modeling emotional regulation in real time. If you yell or panic, that emotion tends to bounce right back. But when we stay steady, that's when they start to learn what calm looks like. Children are sensitive to tone, energy, and emotion. Even when they don't fully understand what's going on, they feel it. So when we react out of frustration or stress, they're not just hearing our words, they're absorbing our state. And when we stay calm, even when things are messy or tense, that calm becomes something they can lean on. So emotional regulation, what does it look like? Regulating your emotion doesn't mean pretending you're not upset. It means noticing what you're feeling and choosing how to respond, rather than reacting impulsively. That's not weakness, that's modeling emotional intelligence. It might look like taking a deep breath before responding to back talk, acknowledging your frustration silently before calmly setting a boundary, stepping away for a moment if you feel overwhelmed, or even lowering your voice intentionally when theirs gets louder. Each of these small moments teaches kids this is how we handle big feelings. Children are not born knowing how to manage their emotions. Emotional regulation is a learned skill developed over time and mostly through the adults around them. When a child is overwhelmed or melting down, they need someone to help them co-regulate before they can learn to calm themselves on their own. This doesn't mean fixing everything or suppressing your own emotions. It means modeling what it looks like to feel frustrated and handle it in a healthy, measured way. You're not just reacting, you're teaching. I know it's tempting to try and fix your kids' emotions in the moment. Talk them down, explain things, give consequences, something. But none of that sticks if you're not calm yourself. What emotional regulation looks like in practice: pausing before reacting, take a deep breath before responding, name your feelings, This is really frustrating and I'm trying not to yell. Instead of snapping, lowering your tone, lowering your voice, even though your brain is screaming, raise it. And no, it doesn't mean you're a robot. It just means you're the one steering the ship when the waves hit. Regulating your emotions doesn't mean pretending you're not frustrated. It means being aware of it and not letting it run the show. And when kids see that, they start building that muscle too. It's not about perfection, it's about presence. Kids are still developing their own emotional regulation skills. Their brains literally aren't fully wired for it yet. When their emotions feel too big, they lean on the adults around them to help co-regulate. But if we're losing it too, the message is nobody's steering the ship. And that's not just scary, it's a missed opportunity to teach. But when we regulate ourselves, we show kids that big feelings are okay. There are healthy ways to manage them. Adults are safe and reliable guides through emotional chaos. When kids act out, it's often because they're feeling overwhelmed or out of control. And in those moments, they don't need someone to match that chaos. They need someone to anchor it. Children will test limits, push buttons, and have explosive feelings. That's part of growing up. But when we focus on managing our own emotions first, we stop pouring fuel on the fire and instead become the steady flame they can rely on. In a world full of parenting tips and techniques, the most powerful tool you have is you. Your self-awareness, your breath, your ability to pause, reset, and lead with calm. Because the calmer you are, the more capable they become. Our emotional regulation creates safety. It tells a child, this is big, but it's not too big for me. I can help you through it. That kind of steady presence makes a difference, not just in the moment, but in how kids learn to trust themselves and the world around them. Parenting and caregiving is hard. You will get frustrated. You will feel triggered. But the more you practice emotional regulation, even a little, the more you'll find kids responding not just to your words, but to your calm energy. So next time your child pushes your buttons, try this. Pause, breathe, speak slowly, then lead them through the storm, not by force, but by example. The real work of parenting and caregiving often starts with us, not just with the tools or the strategies, but with how we show up. Regulating your own emotions isn't just a nice idea, it's foundational.